We want to begin now with some breaking news. Rapper Lil Durk is charged in a for hire plot.
Lil Durk's real name is Durk Bank, and he is from Chicago. This is his mugshot from Florida, where he was arrested last night.
When the judge finally announced Lil Durk's release date, the rapper collapsed to the floor. The reason? Police had just dropped a brand new evidence file, chillingly titled The End of Durk Banks. This shook the entire rap community, especially when whispers started spreading that the file contained claims linking Durk to King Von's death. To truly understand the situation, we need to break down the shocking evidence, starting with Vonnie's own father, who allegedly snitched not just on his son, but on Durk himself.
I'm going to give you this. It's a back door and I got all the pieces. That's all I'm going to tell you. As Durk asked Vonnie, is it open? Vonnie told him it's off the hinges.
Wait. Are you talking about the Von? Like King Von?
Listen very carefully. When the payment was made to Little Tim, the next day or the same day, Durk asked Vonnie, was it open? This is what he asked him. Was it open? It was the exact words, was it open? He told him it's off the hinges.
Are you saying that Vonnie backdoor King Von? No way. That was right here.
You heard what I just said. Guess what? You need motive first, right? Yeah. I got bankers that'll testify that or will make a contract or make a statement to you and let you know that this is the amount of money he had, this is what he had, this is that, another. You need motive first and foremost. I got text messages from the lawyer letting you know that who told on Durk who told on Von before he.
The files even show clips of DJ academics questioning Vonnie's father. Why would Durk want King Von gone? At the time, Von and Durk were fighting a case together. Suddenly, that case disappeared after a private settlement. Many now believe Durk may have struck a secret deal with the feds, placing the blame on Von, who had already passed, making the case vanish without a trace.
Why would Durk want Von?
All right, man. Let me give you this. First of all, you didn't sign your rights over. You ain't in no 360 deal. First of all, you can't bring nobody into the business and they surpass you. How you bring me to the table and I pass you up? Don't nobody want their chief spot taken, do they?
That's an interesting
Dude was
thing.
a slack. He was signing the boys. Von wasn't no slack.
That's interesting. I did find out that Von didn't have any contractual ties to Durk like that, which was
Man, come on, man. He wasn't even signed to him. How's this his friend? He lied on Breakfast Club and said, "Hey, you think your man would be sitting here with $300,000 worth of jewelry on and he not have an attorney? He had a public defender."
Soon after, a viral tweet read, Vonnie's dad leaking that Durk had Von dealt with is wild. But why does Durk always go live after someone close dies? Fans noticed a strange pattern. Durk went live after King Von, Labab, and even FBG Duck were all killed. Some believe Durk uses Instagram Live as a live-action alibi. The Fed's new files mention that Vonnie's father was furious with his son for turning federal, even accusing him of being behind both Labab and Von's tragic deaths.
No, he ain't take my rights. He ain't respond no back to me because this is on a tablet. He on a jail tablet when I sent that to him. He ain't respond nothing else to him. I told you he can't take my advice because they plan. They made themselves get caught. This is what come along with it. They wanted to get caught. You understand me?
So, that's what you meant by trenches paint. Okay.
What you mean trenches what?
Was it you that said that? With the whole narrative about Vonnie snitching with the text messages, like that's.
Yeah. I don't know who said that, but that was me.
But that was a focus. Everybody was trying to make it seem like that's what the text messages was about.
That's just saying what he finna cop out to and this, that, and that. And with me saying Von, some people like, damn, what he gonna tell on some words on Von?
I ain't gonna lie, I said that in my video. I'm free to know what the Von name was for.
No, he ain't gonna tell him no Von. You gonna tell it just like you orchestrated you orchestrated this, and guess who you work for?
Vonnie's father comes from the streets, where the code is simple. If someone snitches on you, you snitch back. He didn't hold back at all. Soon after, Durk's own sister-in-law called King Von's cousin, OTF Vonnie, a rat in the murder-for-hire case, basically confirming the accusations. The police later revealed Vonnie was no longer in Bureau of Prisons custody. Instead, he'd likely been released on house arrest after giving information on Durk. Shockingly, Vonnie even got his hands on a phone and texted someone he thought was loyal. But that person leaked everything. In one message, Vonnie admitted, "I'm trying to plea out on a 32 base for M for hire." Max is 43, which is life. But with a plea and no background, I might only get 5 to 7 years. That's better than trial. He even admitted he didn't want to get got like the others, referring to Jam, another OTF member.
Really? Dude had a. What about that? A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
Meanwhile, Lil Ted, Dee Dee's younger brother and one of Durk's closest allies, was picked up at a convenience store with a gun in his jeans. As police drove him to the station, tears streamed down his face. He begged officers, "I swear I'll tell y'all about the murders," hoping he wouldn't be locked up. But it was already too late.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Inside the holding cell, Lil Ted broke down even harder, desperate to snitch on anyone just to walk free. Being Dee Dee's little brother, he likely knew everything the crew had done. And now, he was ready to spill it all.
Wait, hold on, you gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? 7 what you saying, man?
We're gonna see what we can do for you, alright?
We can see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus to prison. Relax.
Give me No, I'm saying, what are you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
At first, people thought the paperwork showing a family member snitched was pointing at Dee Dee. But in reality, it was Lil Ted. With both Vonnie and Ted cooperating in their cases, many believe their families convinced them to cut deals instead of wasting their lives in prison. It's a common police tactic, put pressure on family ties to break loyalty. And while these plea deals helped them, they left Durk in a dangerous position. News soon broke, Chicago rapper Lil Durk involved in jail altercation this morning.
No, like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying f him and shit like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
Lil Baby quickly reacted, "I don't care about nothing else. Free the bro." But fans connected the dots. The same day, Durk's day one homie Glee was killed in Chicago. It seemed like someone was targeting Durk's circle one by one.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out or whatever. Like, it could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
On that very same day, both Quando Rondo and Lil Tim gave interviews, each saying the same thing: "I wish it was handled differently." Fans called it a weird coincidence, both ops of Durk dropping interviews the same day he was attacked in jail, while his crew was being taken out. Some believe it's no coincidence at all.
Just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son, for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor, he wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's gonna give a ruling in the next few days as about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
Online discussions blew up. Was Durk targeted because he was close to release? Reports claimed Durk's father confirmed his bond was on the way. This was Durk's third bond attempt, and his lawyers made such a strong offer that even the judge seemed ready to agree.
The search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
Then came the biggest twist. Prosecutors unexpectedly dropped evidence against Durk, right in the middle of court. They even read it out loud, admitting they would no longer use his lyrics in the case. The courtroom gasped. But the way they broadcasted this move made people wonder, were the feds sabotaging themselves?
This is a real victory. Now that demonic force was a dark force. It was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
Even Charleston White chimed in, furious at the thought of Durk being released. Meanwhile, Durk's lawyer, Drew Findling, smiled. He revealed that prosecutors had basically destroyed their own case.
Another allegation they backed away from, which is huge. It shows the weakening of the case. Previously, the prosecution had alleged that Durk paid the bounty for the through one of his co-defendants, and they named the co-defendant. Now they've backed off that allegation. They're not actually saying that Durk paid the bounty through the co-defendant or anyone else. And the fact that they're not saying that suggests that previously they thought they were going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy, and now they know we're not going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy.
Without lyric-based evidence, the Fed's case looked weaker than ever. Durk's lawyers mocked the charges, calling them a joke. For a moment, it seemed Durk's freedom was inevitable.
The case is as follows. So there was an indictment that did not name him, right? It named others, and then there was an unindicted person. And then 3 weeks later, that indictment was what's called the first superseding indictment, and it does name him. The indictment was identical, except the unnamed person now became Durk Banks. And this is the really important part, Act. The second indictment, what's called the first superseding indictment, only had one new fact. It had one new fact, and that was it alleged that there was a video by Durk that celebrated and monetized this.
But days later, the mood shifted again. In court, prosecutors argued that Durk would need to give up every penny he owned to secure bond. They feared he'd use his fortune to place bounties on witnesses.
No bond for Lil Durk. Let me tell you about what options he has left and why the bond was denied this time. Now, he's in federal court on a murder for hire charge where he faces the possibility of life in prison. What that means is under the federal law, it is presumed that you do not get a bond because the charge and the penalty are so serious. So your lawyer has to go out there and show why you should get a bond. Now, ultimately, what the district judge decided to deny the bond on was a couple of factors. There's a couple $1 million being put up, but it's not all being put up by Durk. Some of it is from the label, and ultimately Durk has a lot more money and assets than what's being put up. So if I let him out on bond and he tries to flee, he's going to have tons of assets and money at his disposal.
A viral tweet summed it up. If you think Durk was denied bond because he's rich, you don't know the case. His own brother snitched. The feds are hiding it to catch Durk's lawyers by surprise. The claim suggested Durk's release could actually put more lives at risk.
There's a guy named OTF Jam.
That was wired.
Very ironic name.
Jam
now
got
he
him
put
in
everyone
a
in a jam.
Did 12 years.
12
got
years.
out, interviewed, said he kept it real, brought him cars, gave him 50,000.
Right.
This. Made mention that ain't no smut on his name. He ain't never been a rat. Caught a gun case, but eventually he flipped.
Then came Jam, another OTF member. Headline screamed, OTF Jam found hiding near Atlanta after snitching on Durk. Sources claimed Jam was punished for cooperating after allegedly handing over 230 gigs of evidence, wire recordings, and 20,000 pages of reports to the feds.
Hey, Gabe! Give me the check on your man. I heard you got his head. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I used to have a dare. Architect. Having a dare.
But here's the craziest part. Durk knew Jam was moving funny months before his arrest. Some believe Durk was playing chess the whole time, already aware Jam was going to flip.
See from a mile away.
I don't think people realize that.
I can have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your cooperate.
Durk later admitted he no longer even tells friends where he lives. He doesn't trust anyone. Jam's betrayal cut deep.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be our best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
Promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the. We're gonna have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the.
You gotta watch. Everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play. I see from a mile away.
I don't think people realize.
Fans remembered the time Durk gifted Jam $50,000 during an IG live. But if you look closely at that live, the people in the background play a key role in what happened next.
What's his name, brother? Steady crying, huh? He's steady crying. Feed him. Feed him.
Get in the milk, bro.
Get in the milk. Somebody want me to trick him, bro.
You see that?
Feed
for my
him.
baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and the internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Buy what I want, do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof,
bro got out what?
You know that
how many you did off?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah, that's your latest bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really was just getting in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
The feds investigated those same background faces, realizing they were Vaughn's closest friends, the same men jewelry shopping with him before his death, and allegedly tied to Labab's murder.
Solitary
They
stone.
big. We just looked at him.
Let's go over there.
What up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.
Even with all of this, Durk's lawyer Drew insisted, no plea deal. We're going all the way. But was that the smartest move?
You know, likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen, like, this seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's going to be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it, just entertain it, because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
Durk's legal team believes their secret weapon will win the case, the First Amendment. They argue Durk's music and online presence are protected free speech, not criminal evidence. But the question remains, will that argument be enough to set Lil Durk free?
First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about, and that doesn't mean just because the story is violent.